Hi, I'm Andrea Corr and you're watching Winkball.
So tell us, what have you been up to lately?
Well, I'm coming out with a record, so that's really what I'm doing at the moment. Yeah, it's a record of like hidden gems type of thing, but that's my idea of what they are, and kind of like songs that, you know, that have been kind of pivotal moments in my life. Yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment.
Okay. So have you enjoyed this return to music?
Yeah, I have. It's kind of interesting because they feel. I suppose it's like love as well, you know. It's precisely when you decide to walk away from something that, if it's right, it pulls you back, and that's really what happened in this case with this record. But it's totally, reignited my enthusiasm, and yeah, and I'm loving it. Yeah.
So what should people expect from the new album?
Well, they should expect, maybe they'd be a bit surprised. It's quite an eclectic mix of songs, but they go throughout my past and my childhood and beyond, some of more recent discoveries, but just songs that have had like a massive impact on me and that have inspired me. And it's very much about singing, this record, so it's very much about the voice. You know, I think that I suppose I've always been, really passionate about music, and I've always loved music, but also I've always loved acting and film and theatre. I love that doing that also, but I've gotten to do things in both of these things that have, I never even dared to dream about. So I don't want to mess with it because I just feel very lucky. I don't think I don't know why, but I know that I put my all into both of them, and maybe that's what transcends.
Musical influences growing up?
Musical influences. Well, you'd hear a lot of the musical influences on this record. And then beyond. I mean, there's the Lifeline, the Harry Nilsson song, and Harry Nilsson in general. From loving the film The Midnight Cowboy, I found Harry Nilsson, and that was from very young, and that definitely, I think, probably altered my path, because I just found it so amazing.
Currently, is there anyone you're listening to right now, new artists?
Yeah, I've actually been loving a particular song, and I can't stop playing it. It's All That I Want by the Weepies. But actually, there's such beautiful weather at the moment, and it's about Christmas. And I find I'm singing it on, it's Christmas, and I'm going to stop doing that because people go, I have no sense of seasons. Yeah, there's that, and then my friend showed me, introduced me to a band called, not like directly, but called The Unthanks. And I think their stuff seems amazing to me.
What do you think about music and the internet? Kind of what role it's played?
Wow, I think it's actually been, I know that, people are downloading music and they're not paying for it, and I do think fundamentally there's so much work and so much stuff goes into that, and that people should pay for what they get. There's an added joy in that. I think if you pay for something, you appreciate it more. So I suppose that's a bit of a bad side, that there's the illegal downloading. But having said that, I think that it allows this stuff that we'd never hear at all, that would never reach, into our consciousness. It allows some like great, interesting music to actually get out there, and interesting ideas. So, I think it's very good in that way. I really do.
Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, you're a fan of those?
Yeah, well, you know what, it's not something I'm very good at. I'm not of that era. And people notice that if I tweet, it's actually probably once a month. I'm not very I'm just not very comfortable with it, and it's probably because you could write something and you're saying it with an accent, or you're focusing on something, and then I can always read it back and go, "Oh, this is so naff, bomb." So I'm always I always go, ugh. So I have a bit of a problem. I'm not able to do it so well. Fortunately, I have people who are, and I know what they're writing, and then I do sometimes have written some things.
Great.
That's true, because I'm being whipped by the people I work with. You really have to say something.
What's made you want to come and see Andrea Corr tonight?
We enjoyed watching the course years ago.
Yeah.
I say years ago because it feels like it was a long time ago. I'm sure it wasn't.
I've been to all the concerts.
Have you seen Andrea before?
Yes, about 3 times.
So massive fan.
Went to see the course a few times, so we're a fan of Andrea.
We've been followers of the course for years, both of us. We just love her.
My name's Alex Miguel.
I've just been told that you worked with her on a film, is that correct?
Yeah. We did a film called Pictures, which was a film for charity about 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
Went on Panorama, Irish TV, it's now got international distribution.
What's the best gig you've ever played?
Oh, I think that, oh my God, we were really, really lucky in our lives. We played amazing gigs. A very special moment was Lansdowne Road in Dublin to 45,000 people. It was amazing. It was an outdoor, I think, July day. It was stunning, and it's just amazing. There's been, sometimes they're a random one. I remember one up in the north of England, and it was outdoor. I don't know where it was. It was incredibly beautiful grounds. I think there was a castle behind us, and then just like a sea of people almost. And it just was one of those, there's no reason why this is a great one, but it is. Yeah.
My name's Jenny.
What did you think tonight then?
I thought she was fantastic.
Yeah? What was the highlight?
Highlight, I suppose, I really wanted her to do Blue Bayou.
Yeah?
And she was just really, really good. I'm a little bit hoarse from shouting, and she got us all dancing.
It was absolutely fantastic. She held the audience from start to finish.
Excellent.
I thought she was superb.
It was all brilliant, all of it. She even did some old songs that we weren't expecting. It was brilliant.
Absolutely fantastic.
What were the highlights for you?
Highlights, she did play Runaway,
Yeah.
so that was a nice surprise, and I like the song on the piano as well.
What's that song called? Pale Blue Eyes.
Was it great?
It was amazing. It was really, really good.
What was the highlight? Was that the highlight for you then?
Because I didn't know any of the songs, but she was just amazing, and I think she's better live than what she's on the album.
So we're going to be covering a lot of festivals this year. Would you have a particular festival survival tip?
I did talk about this earlier. I think get completely dehydrated so you don't need to go to the toilet.
Fair point.
Why not?
If it works. Great. Okay. Finally, do you have a message to your fans?
I obviously don't want people to get medically ill after that, and it's all my fault. People don't believe that was a joke. Do I have any message for my fans?
Just a general message of support to your fans.
Yeah, I really genuinely mean this. I want them to know that I really appreciate their support. From these questions and from other questions I've gotten, I'm really proud of my fans and our fans, the Corr's fans, because I just feel we've got a good, clever bunch of people that are interested in music and interested in the right things, that I feel really blessed to have them.